Hey BookTube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Instead of a Friday Reads video, I thought I would give you kind of a vlog of my Be Kind to Kelly week. So I'm filming this on Tuesday. Still haven't quite found the groove yet, if you will, but yeah, some things I'm excited about. For one, this is my new kind of reading nook, I think, or it will be some of the time. So I've got this super cute rocking chair that I got from my parents. And let's see if I can move this over. And then I have like this cute little table. What do I plan on reading this week? So I'm still reading a poem for every night of the year, and this is actually what I probably read the most of this morning. I was just trying to get caught up. So now it'll be nice every morning or every evening I can read a poem this week. I think that'll be really good. I'm also reading Jenny Larson's newest book, Broken in the Best Possible Way. I should say that if we talk about this book later on this week, there may be some language that I don't normally use. So if that's a problem for you, just be forewarned or fast forward or whatever the case may be. But I think I have 80 pages left. So I'm really hoping I can finish this today. Not sure, but yeah. So I'm not going to say this book is perfect, but I think there are some really powerful passages in it, and there have been times when I have just been laughing so hard that like no sound is escaping my mouth. So been enjoying that. And then I've also got How to Stop Time by Haig, which we've talked about on this channel, and Ali Smith's Summer, and I would love to sit outside and read this. So I think, yeah, once I can finish Jenny Lawson, this is definitely where I'm gonna be investing most of my energy. I felt like doing a vlog of this week, that might help me keep my mind focused on that. The point of this week is for me to rest and relax and take care of myself. I'm really excited about my new little reading nook, my rocking chair, and some great books. So hopefully it'll be a really good week. Hey BookTube, it's day 2 of my staycation, and I woke up in a bit of a funk. I still feel like I am in a little tiny bit of a funk. I'm not sure what that's about. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, figure out how to get myself out of it. I did a little bit. I did weeding, not reading. Oh God. And here is some footage of my flowers, or things that are potentially about to bloom, mainly. This is our backyard. I think it looks pretty good from back here. You can't see maybe some weeds over there that I need to take care of. Something that I planted that last year. I think it's a raspberry bush, but I'm not totally sure. This is one of my irises. I have lots and lots of iris, the leaves up, but I only have a few buds, so I'm really excited to see it. It's one of the plants that I brought with me to this house that I planted. So these are my lilies of the valley. There's a few over here, and there's some grass too. It's lovely. Anyway, but these are I did not plant these, and these are just super, super special flowers to me. They smell lovely, and I've loved them since I was a girl, but they don't grow where I live. I'd actually never seen a lily of the valley until we moved into this house. Apologies for the lawnmower in the background. This is another one of the tulips in the front yard, and you can see that beautiful bud there. So I think that's going to be purple. That was a tulip. And then here's my Columbine, and it's not blooming yet, but it looks really good. And I've done some work to try to make sure it gets sunshine and water. It is really spectacular when it blooms. Here's some more lilacs. These may not be ready to bloom this year, and that's okay. I'm happy with that. But I did discover today, let's see if I can get it, this. And so I weeded around that one and this one as well, and hopefully, I mean, you can still see there's a bunch of weeds and dirt and that kind of stuff, but it's very, very exciting. Last night, I finished Jenny Lawson's book, Broken in the Best Possible Way. So before I get into reviewing this briefly, I just want to say I'm going to be using some language that I don't normally use on my channel. And one of you, when I first showed this book, and I by no means am saying that Jenny Lawson is for everyone. I thought the book was painfully honest and very funny. I did feel like it was a bit disjointed at times. I feel like there is a theme of broken, being the brokenness aspect to it in the book, but there were other things, other chapters that were just, completely off track. And that's okay. But yes, so one of you told me that you were sure I couldn't make it to page 50 of this book. And I really questioned, why? Why is that? And they responded very kindly that I come across as being conservative and wholesome in my videos. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't want to be fake. I don't use language because that's mainly I don't use language on my channel because once I start swearing, I have a tendency to not stop. I watch plenty of other booktubers who use language, and I feel like they use it in a really sincere and honest way, and I'm okay with that. But if I just start swearing, suddenly I will, be swearing in inappropriate places. And so I mainly don't use those words because then I won't be able to stop. But this book, it's a 4-star read for me. I used to work in substance abuse and suicide prevention, and there is a chapter in here about how Jenny Lawson says she's not suicidal, but that she is at risk for suicide because she has major mental health issues with depression, anxiety, in addition to having a lot of just health, crap in her body, immune deficiency disorders and all kinds of health issues, and in fighting one thing, then that sets something else off, or the drugs can be ruling each other out or competing against each other, and she was going through a really long period of depression. She got she did get this treatment I've never even heard of, where they use magnets on your brain to try to reactivate parts of the brain, and she did that for both her depression and her anxiety, and it's one of those things, it sounds to me like it helped her quite a bit, but that it doesn't mean that the depression or her anxiety has completely gone away. But I just wanted to share because I thought this was awesome. And I do feel like this is representative of my channel. I hope this is representative of my channel as well. But she says, Fuck feeling bad about eating floor onion rings. Fuck the shame that comes from wearing wearing your clothes to bed, so you're technically never or always in your pajamas. Fuck the people who make you feel bad for glorifying the odd behavior, and questionable decisions that make you who you are. Those things are perfectly acceptable. Be good. Be kind. Love each other. Fuck everything else. The only thing that matters is how you feel and how you've made others feel. And I feel okay for the moment. And I make others feel okay by being a barometer of awkwardness and self-doubt. So that's in the first chapter of the book. And there were there were some things that were just so funny. I read one part to Jason, and then he was like, okay, you can't tell me any more about the book. That I felt, this is technically a memoir, and it felt more like just kind of these little snippets here and there. And there is, if you can follow the crumb trail, I mean, it does all come together. But I actually thought the strongest chapter in the book is toward the middle. And that's about where she gets very, very honest about mental health, which I think is so important. So anyway, I will have to, in the future, I think I need to space Jenny Lawson out a little bit, but yeah, I'm now much more curious to read her other books, although somehow I feel like I may be buying this in the future, maybe when it's in paperback. And up next, I am reading Allie Smith's Summer. So I read about 15 pages last night. Got a bookmark for it that seems appropriate. And this is a little bit longer than I was expecting, but nonetheless, I'll give it a go. I am hoping to get to read outside a little bit today. That would be nice. Hey guys, I am wrapping up my Wednesday, and oh my gosh, I had to share with you a couple things that happened this afternoon that I did not get on film. I'm so mad. So, I looked outside the front window at one point this afternoon, and there was a wild turkey in our yard. The turkey, I don't know whether it was a girl turkey or a boy turkey, but they can be aggressive, and so I stayed inside, but I got Blue to see the turkey, so that was exciting. Then this afternoon, for just a very short amount of time, I went outside and watered some plants, and a couple of those were in the backyard because the sprinklers were going on tonight. And I come back inside into the living room, and there are 4 deer in our front yard, and the dog across the street, of course, is barking, and so they ran off like, oh my god. And I was just like, oh, like, I would have put that in any video. I mean, it's been so long since we've seen deer in our neighborhood, and they're just such beautiful, beautiful animals. And yeah, just like, what is happening? It was definitely Wildlife Wednesday, I guess. But anyway, I did spend a good chunk of this afternoon reading Summer, and I am on page 92 right now, so I've got a little bit more reading to do before I go to sleep tonight, but just wanted to check in with you guys, and yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey BookTube, it's Thursday, so yeah, this morning Jason and I had to get up early, and we went and got our blood chemistry panels done, which we've been meaning to do for a while. You can see the nice little mark there that the tape left. So not necessarily part of my staycation, but it was a good time. to get it done, and it was important to get it done. So that's kind of how the day began. I'm going to show you some footage of the backyard, and I did get outside this morning and read. It was actually a little bit chilly, but I still enjoyed it. There were no dogs. There were small children, and I'm glad they were outside and running around, but yeah, it wasn't necessarily conducive for reading. The biggest thing though happened today when Jason came home from lunch, and he's like, what are these packages doing out here? Like, what, they're addressed to you, like, what are these? And I'm just like, I have no idea. Like, I haven't ordered anything. Oh my goodness. And of course, it's good that I did not open them on camera, because I did start to cry. I'm not gonna lie. So one of you just really beautiful people bought me some Get Relaxed tea. There's 36 bags, so that should be good. And this is, let's see, aromatic lavender and rose flavors give this organic, oh god, I always screw up the name of this, Robios based blend a sweet and lingering finish. For daily relaxation, drink 1 cup per day. For especially stressful days, drink 2 to 3 cups. So, and I could smell this, like, it smells amazing. I could smell it before I even had got all the way through the packaging. But in addition to this would have been more than enough. Like, so incredibly kind. But this person also sent me this beautiful mug. Can you believe how beautiful that is? And on the bottom it says life is a journey. So I made myself a cup of tea. I pulled myself together. And yeah, like this is kindness on like kind of another level. Because somebody went to the effort of making sure that this was gonna get here this week. That this was going to be part of my little staycation, and yeah, I was so moved and overwhelmed, and it was, yeah, so thank you so much to that person, and I am just incredibly grateful. I'm so grateful, so thank you. Anyway, okay, before I start crying anymore, let's talk about books, right? So I am reading Ali Smith's Summer. And I have to say it's fascinating to read about somebody writing in 2020 for a book that comes out in 2020. I was trying to figure out when she actually started to write, because the whole point of this tetralogy, which this is the last book in it, is that she was writing things in real time, like as they were happening. This particular book, I think she started writing the end of January or the beginning of February of 2020. It's fascinating, right? I just really, I don't know. It's just a very interesting experience, because I think there's going to be so many books about 2020 and into 2021 that will be looking back. It's almost like she's writing a book that she doesn't know how it's going to end, right? So anyway, I'll get you more details on the timeline of this book later. The wise person who gave me this beautiful, beautiful mug and tea had sent me a Voxer message about how I needed to think about not the things that I should be doing, because it is hard when you're at home sometimes not to get caught up in like dishes and laundry and bills and that sort of stuff. Like, what are the things that maybe you wouldn't normally indulge in? I'm going to show you some footage of how I spent this morning, and the yard and the birds, and you can have like a little moment of nature here without any wildlife. Oh, I'm still so mad I missed those deer. But I am going to spend some time without worrying about what time it is necessarily, reading this. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Is Mommy moving? Yeah, you like Mom's rocking chair? Hey BookTube, it's Friday afternoon, and so I really need to start putting this vlog together for you guys so that it can still be a Friday reads. I did paint my fingernails last night, super fun. Not really sure what Jason thinks of it, but who cares? That's all right. Anyway, I'm enjoying it, so that's fun. Yeah, I'm still reading Summer. I have about 130 pages to go. So I really hope, I would really like to have this done tonight, because tomorrow we're going to see my family. And the book I'd like to take with me is How to Stop Time by Haig. So this just seems like a really good summer read. I'm hoping I can squeeze it in over the weekend. We'll see what happens. But anyway, BookTube, it's been great to spend the week with you. I hope you enjoy this. BookTube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye.